Hello, how are you? I'm a little hippie, and today we are going to be talking about Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. So, unfortunately, I do not own a copy of Swift and Saddled by Miss Lila Sage, but I will by the time I do my wrap up. I'll have a copy of it. I do have it digitally. I have it by audio, and I have it on Kindle. Um, but let me just right off the bat say that that book was a 5 star. Um, when I think of my origins um, of like reading and becoming a reader, an avid reader, I really only read romance. And that book reminded me of that, of why at my core I am a hopeless romantic and I love romance. I thought that Swift and Saddled was so heartwarming. There's something very endearing, very heartwarming, very hallmark about Lila Sage's writing and her romances because I really loved the one that came before this, the predecessor to Swift and Saddled, Done and Dusted. Man, so heartwarming, so cute. I absolutely adored it. um she just has this way with writing a really cute, quick, easy to digest romance, and I can see why people just fell in love with her writing. With Swift and Saddled, of course, I would have read this book in one sitting, but I had to put the brakes on it. And rarely do I ever read a book and I'm like, let me pump the brakes on it because I'm reading it too fast, because I don't want this to end. I literally did not want Swift and Saddled to end. I just found myself listening to it at work and I'm thinking like, oh, this is so good. I love this. I was being swept away by the story, by Wes, because what the heck? By Wes. Man, oh man, Wes. That's all I can say, just Wes. And, you know, I had to stop because I was like, dang, I don't want this to end too quickly. It's my first reading, and, and I don't want to finish it on the first go. And it's one of those books that I really, truly do wish I could read again for the first time, because it was just that enchanting. So, yeah, I'm trying to think about a few of the themes that came up in this book. One of them was like found family. One was kind of like grumpy sunshine. Um, you know, Packing up and moving to a new place and being in a new environment, whatever that would be called, just figuring out your way in a new place, finding love, and learning how to kind of deal with that in a way that isn't toxic, coming out of a toxic situation where you couldn't be yourself, where your significant other just really wasn't interested in you as a person, and coming to grips with that and figuring out that not everybody is like that, and that not everybody is out to hurt you, is out to use you. um and that there are some people who just genuinely care and want to be there for you and want to bring you into their tribe. And I just thought that that was so beautiful. And I just had so much fun. I had a blast reading this book. I really love this family, and I just can't wait to read the other installments. And I just wish I didn't read it so quickly. And one thing I do want to say, a word of praise for Lila Sage, is that I'm so happy that she hasn't written some 600, 700 page tome of a romance. I'm glad that it seems she realizes that a romance does not need to be more than 250, 300 pages. It just doesn't need to happen because it's a romance. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know, Although I do wish that there was a little bit more of these characters because I love them. I think it only works to have a super long romance if you really, really are feeling and connecting with the characters. And so, yeah, not a whole lot of thoughts, but a whole lot of vibes with this book. It's going to be something that I'm going to read over and over and over again and go back to. And that's why it earned itself a 5-star rating, because it's just one of those books that just I can just listen to and it feels like a hug. And I loved it and it was great. And yeah, that's going to bring us right to the end of the video. And I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. And most importantly, I hope you read a book. I hope you read a book as good as Swift and Saddled by Miss Lila Sage. And if you haven't yet, you really should pick it up and read it, especially if you're a hopeless romantic and you love romance, because you're going to get some good romance off of this book. And so I'll see you next time. Bye.